YouTube, man, what is going on? Now, I'm gonna be honest here. Some new rankings just came out for the class of 2023, 2022. Man, all of these classes, ESPN had just re-ranked all of these players. Man, I gotta be honest here, there's some big surprises. And one of these players is getting a ton of hate from another YouTuber. Now we're gonna break it down and get right into it. But first and foremost, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a video. If you enjoy the content that I put out, man, if you like this high school / college basketball content and all the players with clout, man, we cover the most exciting players. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All right, now let's get into it. Now, some recent rankings have just dropped from ESPN, and man, I gotta be honest here, these are not that impressive. They're not that surprising, and the reason I say this is because, man, we know these players by now. We've talked about them time and time again, who's good, who's not good, and of course, for this channel, we really cover the players with clout. Now, I'm going to start in the class of 2022, and we have, as you guys know, Emoni Bates is ranked #1 in his class. Now, this dude has been a monster since day one, and I think he always separates himself and shows why he's a beast on the court. It's really crazy to think that he is a junior right now. This guy's not even a senior. He has a ton of time to develop, continue to work on his game. And man, by the time this dude is a senior, I can't even wait to see what's going to happen. This guy is going to be dominating on the court. If you're killing like this as a junior, and honestly, people probably look at this dude and think he's a senior the way he plays on the court. So aggressively, about 6'8", could dribble the ball, could shoot, really has the finesse on the court. Man, I got to be honest, this dude is a bucket. I'm excited to see what he's going to do at Ipsy Prep and where he's going to play in the future. And of course, you guys know what just came out. EYBL, man, AU is back. It's officially back, and we could see Emoni Bates step on the court, do his thing. I don't know. He's a bucket. I would love to see what he can do, what he can show out on the court. But man, that's going to be one scary sight when this dude is a senior, especially they're comparing him to LeBron James. You guys know this by now. Comparing him, saying basically he's the next chosen one. The way he's dribbling, he kind of plays like KD. It reminds me of that Jason Tatum, KD type of style of play. But you guys let me know. What do you think? He is still currently ranked first in the country. Now, we also have Amari Bailey, which is ranked 3rd. And man, this dude was killing as well. I think especially when he was playing with Bronny James in the beginning of the season. Their season's actually about to start up again, but when he was playing, man, this dude was killing. I was surprised. Man, Amari Bailey was really the leader of the team. I got to be honest. He was outshadowing everyone and really looked super aggressive on the court. So I got to give him his respect. Now, we have Dior Johnson ranked 15th in the country. And man, you know Dior is a bucket. I think because Dior is a tad bit shorter. Man, people are saying he's 6'3". I don't know about all that. I don't think he's that tall, to be honest. But man, he does his thing on the court, is super aggressive, and is not afraid to go up against anyone on the court. I gotta respect him for that. And man, he has that killer instinct to him. I like how he is not afraid and never backs down. And man, he will let you know when he's on the court. You are gonna know because he's gonna get in your face. He's probably talking garbage to you. And man, he's going to get his buckets. So he's really a great player as well. And I think one thing he kind of needs to work on is that shooting. I want to see the 3-pointers and really his shooting improve for him, because at the next level, you guys know he's not that tall, and his main game is pretty much dribbling and getting to the rack. And the taller defenders you're playing up against, man, it's going to be tough for him at the next level. So if he really develops a solid jump shot, I would love to see that happen. Now, this is the player that's getting hated on. We are shifting to the class of 2023. We have DJ Wagner, still ranked *1. Now, the reason why I want to say DJ Wagner is getting hated on, because if you guys tune into House, it's another YouTube channel, man, they have Trey Jones, Jeremy Jones, Dre, all those guys over there. Man, they actually stated that DJ Wagner, they didn't think he should be ranked #1 in the country. And I gotta be honest, man, they're bugging. Now, if you look at any of DJ Wagner's game, I think what sticks out to him, he may not be the flashiest player. You have, of course, people like Mikey and all these other players who may play a little bit flashier. But man, we gotta separate the flash and the clout from the actual talent. We have to look at it for what it is. DJ Wagner is probably around 6'5" right now. Solid point guard, could shoot the ball, could dribble, could really get to the rack. And you're telling me he shouldn't be the best player in the country? And I find it hard to believe. You can always argue at the end of the day, but they have him ranked first for a reason. You guys know this guy is taking care of business. Now, I think he's really a bucket and really has proven what he's made of. This guy's averaging a ton of points. I believe around 20, 22 points per game at camp. Camden and was actually pretty much not only the best player on the team, but his team was actually ranked very well. Camden, which is a school in New Jersey, being ranked one of the best teams in the country, competing against, these national teams. That's very impressive. I believe they were ranked 8th back in the day. So I got to give my shout out to him too. That is very impressive, especially for him. And man, the work that he's putting in, if his regular public school is ranked as one of the top high schools, man, you got to give him credit for that. Now, we have Mikey Williams actually ranked as number 5 in the country. And man, you got to give shout out to Mikey as well. Man has been doing his thing since he went to Charlotte and left California. I think it was a great decision, but man, I would love to see Mikey Williams go back to California, go to Sierra Canyon. I got to be honest here. Him playing with Bronny James, man, doing something on the court, going back to California would be lit. I think this dude could really team up and make noise with Bronny James. And the reason why I say this is because, man, them two have so much clout together. If you think about it, man, Bronny James, millions of followers on Instagram with Mikey Williams, and Mikey Williams has a ton of popularity. Honestly, he's probably one of the most popular basketball players coming out of high school, similar like a Zion Williamson. Of course, these two guys have completely different styles of play, but when we're talking about clout, man, they are both up there for sure. And I think it would be impressive to see both of them step on the court. I got to be honest here. Now, what I was saying before about DJ Wagner and Mikey Williams, man, we have to separate talent from clout. Both of these guys are super talented, but honestly, I think DJ Wagner and Mikey Williams have super bright futures ahead of them. But honestly, I like DJ Wagner just because his styles of play is a little bit less flashy. Although, of course, he may not have these mixtapes and, as flashy of plays as Mikey Williams does. But, man, he's super efficient on the court. That's one thing. He does not waste a lot of dribbles. And, man, he's going to get his points and get his teammates involved. And you guys know at that point guard position, man, that's what you got to do. You got to get your guys involved and try to get wins. And if his team is nationally ranked, you have to give him a ton of credit for that because this guy clearly knows what he's talking about. I think he is a great player on the basketball court and has proved himself a lot of times. Now, for the final thing you guys have missed this entire video, where is Bronny James? Now, this ranking actually listed the top 25 people, and man, Bronny is not on here. Now, if you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I bet Bronny James was on the other ranking that we had talked about before. I could have sworn he was on that other ranking because I remember Bronny James being ranked at some point, and he is no longer ranked on here. Now, of course, Bronny James was injured, so that's going to play a factor into it. But Bronny and his season is going to be starting up again, and this could really help his ranking for sure. Since he hasn't been on the court and we haven't seen him play in a while, of course your rankings are going to drop. That type of thing happens. You guys know with Kyrie Walker, same sort of thing happened where basically his ranking, he pretty much fell off the rankings just because he was not playing his senior year. But Bronny James is going to be stepping on the court, or let me say maybe will be stepping on the court very soon, depending on if his injury is completely healed or not. You guys know he tore his meniscus, and if he steps on the court and with Sierra Canyon, if they're playing again, man, you better watch out because Bronny James is going to be going crazy in AAU. If this guy could step back on the court and start playing again, I think he may be able to increase that ranking, show what he's made of, and really prove that he's not just the son of an NBA player. This guy has talent. Now, I'm really curious what you guys think about Bronny as well, if he's overrated or not. When we talk about NBA players' sons, man, you got to put that in the conversation. It's always part of the conversation because we want to see real talent. We just don't want to see a last name at the end of the day. But man, these rankings are looking pretty good to me. They look pretty accurate. You guys also noticed Robert Dillingham was on the rankings as well, so shout out to him for that. He climbed his way on the rankings. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about these updated rankings? Do you think they are accurate or not? Should Bronny be ranked higher? Should Bronny be in the top 25? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But I want you guys to make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a new video. And let me know in the comments down below as well, what are some video ideas that you would like to see? I want to kind of switch up the content that I'm putting out. We have been talking about these guys for a while, and I do enjoy talking about them. But if you ever want to see any type of new content, hey, maybe a face reveal, you never know. Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, I'm going to start being more active on my social medias, and I'm going to get my accounts up. So you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at onlylnh. Follow me, man, shoot me a DM. I usually respond to DMs. I'm pretty open to them. So you guys just shoot me a message and I will hit you back. Make sure you comment on this video, show some love. All right, it's LNH and I'm out.